Hey, so welcome to my webinar. My name is Anwar Husain. I'm a senior investment advisor and wealth advisor at Richardson Wealth in Toronto. I'm also a finance professor at the University of Toronto. So I'm going to do a 5-minute seminar on what the current market decline means for your portfolio and things you should consider. Okay, so I'll try to keep it to 5 minutes because that's about my attention span as well, and I think we can cover everything in that time period. So the first thing that most people will say during a market decline is um, just ride it out. Stay invested for the long term, and you'll be fine. And that might be good advice, or it might not. So determining whether that makes sense for you, you have to ask yourself a few questions. So first of all, have you set a formal plan in place in terms of what your cash flow needs are, when you're retiring, and how much money you need to have to get there? Secondly, if you do have that plan, what's the range that you should be in right now? What's the investment values that you should be having? And thirdly, have you fallen below those investment values as a result of this decline? So once you've answered those three questions, you can determine what to do. Now, here's a sample plan of a fictitious portfolio. So the green and the red lines show you the range that this person should be between over the various time periods, okay, depending on as they approach retirement and as they start withdrawing. Um, if you're below the red line, then you don't have enough money for this set of assumptions. If you're above the green line, that's great. You're probably doing better than you need to, but as long as you're anywhere between that range, you're in good shape. Now, the blue bars show what was the actual investment value for this person for the last few years. And you can see that they've been growing because the market grew for the last 3 years. And now you have the pullback. So the market's declined in the first quarter. You can see it visually on the chart by the lower bar on the right. Now, if you didn't have this, now when you look at this, it doesn't look that dramatic because the person is still well above the minimum threshold, so they're in good shape. But if they didn't have this plan put together, then you would likely just be looking at the market news, and you're talking about geopolitical wars, oil price going up, markets going down, and it would naturally cause you stress, thinking, I don't think I have enough money to retire, or I'll have to work longer or spend less. Now, in this case, the plan for this person tells them that they don't need to. So they're in the category where they should just stay invested, keep everything going, because any decent plan is already going to predict or build in multiple declines in the market because they're regular occurrences that occur over the time period. So ask yourself in terms of a flow chart of where you fall. Is first of all, do you have a financial plan that's based on your goals? If the answer is no, you need to set one up. Otherwise, you're really just going on hope that your investments end up where you need to be. If you do have a financial plan, then are you still above the bottom threshold? And again, if the answer is no, then something needs to be revised. If the manager results were poor, they didn't protect you during the decline, then you need to revise your investments or your plan going forward. But if you do have a value that's above the bottom, then you're in that category where you don't need to worry. It may not be visually nice to see, but the market decline hasn't changed your goals or hasn't changed your ability to reach your goals. Okay, so the summary, I would say, is a review where you are on your plan. Did you fall below the investment minimum that you should be having right now? And if so, you need to adjust your investment strategy. But if not, you're in good shape and don't worry about the headlines. That just sort of adds noise that isn't relevant to you. Okay, so that's the seminar. I've kept it to 5 minutes, hopefully. And here's my contact information. If you have any questions, you can feel free to reach out by email, anwar.hussain@richardsonwealth.com, or message me at LinkedIn, or my phone number is 416-869-6963. Thanks again for listening.